The X-Men. Marvel's mutant team are no strangers to fighting games. We had Capcom's X-Men Children of the Atom, we had X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and they were featured in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, well, except for Infinite because Marvel were being a bunch of petty bitches at the time. But these are not what today's video is about. And in celebration of the release of X-Men 97 Season 2 coming this summer, and the release of Wolverine, we'll take a look at Mutant Academy on the PS1. Released in 2000 to coincide with the first X-Men movie, the game was developed by Paradox Development and published by everyone's favorite company, Activision. The game has a roster consisting of Cyclops, Wolverine, Gambit, Beast, Storm, Jean Grey, Magneto, Toad, Mystique, and Sabretooth, with the characters from the Brotherhood being locked until you beat arcade mode with all the X-Men. Modes of play are arcade mode, which is the usual beat everyone and get an ending movie, but honestly the endings are not something to write home about. They're just short FMVs focused on your character, and honestly there's no plot in this game to begin with. Multiplayer, which, yeah, no shit, it's a fighting game, why wouldn't it have it? Survival, which is where you fight and beat as many combatants as you can. And Academy mode, which is the training mode. This has either independent study, which is a free form for practicing your moves, or the tutorial, which is where you learn your mutant's moveset. Highly recommended to go here for beginners to the game.
Well, duh.
We also have Cerebro mode, which is home to collections of videos like the trailer for the movie, behind the scenes photos, each mutant's ending, and some comic images that you unlock from beating the game multiple times. So Mutant Academy is a 2D fighter. You got your punches and kicks and special use of each mutant's power, whether it be Gambit's exploding cards or Magneto's magnetism. And each character has a grab move, which is satisfying to pull off. There are 3 power meters at the bottom of the screen, for 3 different super moves. First being a more simple move, the second requires doing a D-pad input in a certain amount of time, and the more you press, the more damage you inflict on your opponent. The last one is the extreme meter. Once that is filled up, you mash the X button, because we're staying on brand here, which could either execute a very powerful attack, or your chosen character's ability, such as Wolverine's healing factor. Despite being a tie-in for the movie, it's not based on the movie, as the costumes are more in line with the comics and 90s animated series. However, the front cover of the game does advertise that it features costumes from the film as an alternative. So, you know, if you ever wanted to beat up James Marsden while playing as comic book Cyclops, here's your chance. Cyclops does not listen to NSYNC! Of course, because Gambit and Beast weren't in the first movie, they had to make up an alt costume for them. The in-game graphics are good for PS1, though the FMV's CGI could certainly use some work, because they don't look good. Another bit of criticism I have is that the roster is short. Like, the X-Men are a huge ensemble, and we only have 9 playable characters? And the music is also kind of generic. Overall, X-Men Mutant Academy is a solid game. I wouldn't choose it over Children of the Atom by any means, but this is still a fine pick-up-and-play type of game, and I would definitely say it's worth your time. And I give Mutant Academy an 8 out of 10. Now let's kick back, relax, and enjoy X-Men 97 Season 2. See you later, everybody.